I've always believed that every child in America is born with a light inside them. Some it's very limited, and for some it's boundless. There's no limit to their potential. Whatever the circumstance, for every child, we have to do everything we can in terms of federal government policy or any other public policy to make sure that every child can reach his or her potential. And one way to do that is to focus on some basic priorities. If we give every child the basics, if we provide good nutrition for that child, no matter where they are, who they are, provide early learning opportunities for that child and early education opportunities, as well as health care. If we provide three of those, nutrition, health care, and early learning, there's no question that a child will reach his or her potential. And that's why I've introduced three bills recently: Senate Bill 839, Senate Bill 1000, and 1002. The first one, 839, the Prepare All Kids Act, basically deals with pre-kindergarten education. Instead of just allowing states to work on this on their own and have a patchwork of programs across the country, it's about time the federal government is a full partner in early education. We have great Head Start programs that we want to continue to expand and strengthen. But in addition to Head Start, we want to make sure that states that want to invest in early education and early learning can do so. That we have a curriculum that's research-based, that we have a quality program for early learning, and that we do everything possible to encourage states to invest. But the federal government's got to help, and we're not doing that now. That's why the Prepare All Kids Act, Senate Bill 839, is so vitally important and so needed right now. In addition to early education, we need to make sure that child care is of a high quality, is affordable, and can be accessible for families across Pennsylvania and across the country. Unfortunately, across the country today, 13.5 million children who are eligible for subsidized child care are not getting that help. What the Starting Early, Starting Right bill does, Senate Bill 1000, is to begin to bring that number down, to make sure that we're doing everything possible to provide quality child care for more and more children. And at the same time, we want to make sure we have a quality program. We want to make sure that the setting for that program, the building, the location of it, is a place that's safe and nurturing and a place where children can learn and be cared for in a child care setting. That's why I've introduced the third bill that we're talking about today, Senate Bill 1002, the Child Care Facilities Financing Act. All three of these pieces of legislation, the pre-kindergarten bill, Prepare All Kids, and the two child care bills, focus on investing our children, in our children in the dawn of life. As Hubert Humphrey said a long time ago, the moral test of a government is how we treat those in the dawn of life, those in the shadows of life, and those in the twilight of life. When we're talking about our children, of course, we're talking about those who are in the dawn of their lives, whose potential in many cases is boundless. But whatever that potential is, whatever that light is, we have to make sure that we're doing everything possible to allow that light to burn ever brightly in the life of that child. We can do this in America. We just have to make sure we have our priorities straight for our children and for our families. It's important for our Commonwealth and for our country.